from the heart, I'll try to say a few words. And on this day, I'm always flooded with remembrances with His Divine Grace, traveling with Him all over the world, and in India, going on trains with Him, long car rides from Calcutta to Puri, many adventures we had together, and always we could see what a perfect Paramahamsa Vaishnava he was in so many situations, in every situation. So what he gave us was his perfect example, and we can remember this through our whole lives. So we actually saw a real Paramahamsa Vaishnava and got to serve him and personally associate with him, and saw what he liked, what he doesn't like, what we should do in so many situations, problem solving. Having the opportunity to serve as his secretary allowed me to see how he would deal with the devotees and how he would welcome. Krishna Priya Didi, come. And her mother can sit here. No problem. Okay. So we're always feeling in his separation hope that he's smiling down upon us all. He hasn't left us as a guardian, physically withdrawing from this world, but left us in the care of his devotees, and he's living in the hearts of all of his devotees. In this way we're getting his association, following his teachings, and trying to imbibe that as much as we can. And every year on his appearance day I always think, I'm still here. I haven't gone away, haven't changed my life and gone in some opposite direction. I'm still here trying to serve him and his devotees and his instructions, and I'm always hoping he'll be pleased with that.
Is there any very memorable moments with Srila Gurudev that you can recall? Something that really...
Well, this summer, the devotees in Russia, they always like to hear miraculous stories of Gurudev. Tell us a miracle. And what came to my mind was actually miraculous, what we saw one day when Srila Gurudev was drawing the Govardhan temple. And we were sitting in Vrindavan, Sevakunj. And first Gurudev always starts with guest houses. First the devotees have to be accommodated, then temple for the Lord. And so we were in the guest house in Vrindavan, and Gurudev was thinking what kind of temple would be suitable for a Govardhan Anugiriraj deity. And he was sitting at his table with his pen and paper and drawing, and then he stopped, dropped his pen, and he went into like a trance for 15 minutes and swaying back and forth, and completely lost contact with all of us sitting there with him on his veranda. Then came back after 15 minutes and started drawing, and making some adjustments to what he was drawing. Then I'm always so bold. I ask, what happened? Where'd you go? What was that? And he told that he went into the future and was at the arati of Giriraj and was looking at the temple and went outside and saw the designs. And so he went into the future to see what temple would manifest, and then he wrote that down.
Wow.
So,
that is truly miraculous.
Yes. really mystical. And then that temple came out in a very unique way. We've never seen anything like it before. So that was one memorable experience, seeing that, seeing the temple manifest from his meditation. And
how about the moment when he captured your heart? In every devotee's life there is a moment when the Guru really captures you, and everyone should remember that.
I can't say it was one instance. It wasn't one moment. It was continuous. Meeting him for the first time, getting that inner heart's approval, yes, this is my Guru, and I must take shelter of him. And it's a process, surrendering process, or attempting to surrender, and living with him, serving him, seeing his ways and how he operates. So gradually, feeling like I've made the right choices in my life, and I found a perfect Guru, and seeing so many confirmations that I've made the right decision. So it wasn't like one magic moment, but it was a life of giving and surrendering and associating with him and seeing that really he's got my heart. And so still I'm rethinking and processing the things that I experience with him, and that feeling is ever fresh and new, like, yes, wow, that was something I didn't properly understand 15 years ago. Now it's making more sense. So we're so blessed we have.
This morning when Maharaja was mentioning Raghupati Upadhyay's conversation with Mahaprabhu and his answer, I was thinking that we can actually use the same shloka for our situation. Whom can I tell, who will believe us that we actually had a chance of association with such Vaishnava, Paramahamsa Vaishnava, who descended from spiritual world, from Krishna's abode, sent here, and we had a chance to see him, speak to him, serve to him, and try to surrender. That is inconceivable. So you can use that shloka for that instance.
Exactly. And it takes Sukriti to understand and appreciate that.
I was thinking about Sukriti, but then I thought Sukriti is a little bit, it just doesn't sound like enough to meet such a person. It's just not enough. So I thought another criteria is that in our life we always come to this kind of meetings with such great personalities only by the grace of other devotees. But on my personal experience, it was by the grace of the devotees who took me by force to the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev. Otherwise I wouldn't be here, really. And by the grace of the devotees I'm still here, and by the grace of the devotees I'm able to still try and surrender, try and serve to Srila Gurudev. Or at least not to disturb his mood of service. Because that is very high. Whatever his service is very high for us to comprehend. But anyway, we're trying our best.
So as the years go by, we can really count our lucky stars. We have that connection. Everyone here has that connection, either directly or through his agents. So we've got a very precious seed that has sprouted, is growing. We must take care of that seed.
If we can only fully realize how fortunate we are, then that realization can actually bring us to a very safe path. Because with that realization, everything will come naturally. The appreciation, whatever Guru is giving to you, who is he, or what is he came here to tell us, to give us. If that realization will come to us, a deep realization of our good fortune, then we're pretty safe.
Yes.
That's just what I was thinking today in the morning when Maharaja was speaking.
It's true.
I have a question to Bhakti Lalita. Since you've spent the most time with him, and like sometimes when someone who cares about someone, if that person does something wrong, we sometimes may teach them in a way like not angry or aggressive, but with that kind of tone, to maybe like shout a little bit or something like that. What was Gurudev like when he would teach someone or tell someone in that kind of manner? Like he wouldn't be angry, or like it wouldn't have any dark side of him, but what it felt like.
Well, I have some personal experience of doing wrong, getting chastised on numerous occasions, and it was never exactly the same. Sometimes he would just straight out say, no, this is your desire, like maybe not mine, or indirectly through somebody letting you know something. Or the worst was ignoring. That was worse than any kind of chastisement. Just you no longer exist. And you can walk by him, try to give dandavats, get his attention. Newspaper in front of the face. Or if you try to talk to him, he turns the television on and makes volume up. So TV is blasting and you're trying to talk to him. So he would give you that kind of treatment sometimes. And also, really, for the most part, he felt that he didn't need to correct us. That introspection, we would find where we were wrong and correct ourselves. So he was normally not correcting or chastising. It would be, he would allow the disciple to have some time and thoughtfulness and realize where I've gone wrong and how to adjust and correct myself. That was his normal way of teaching us. But if you are close to him, sometimes you'd just get some special mercy and chastisement. If you were near him a little, like sometimes he would say, so many bugs are on my body, disturbing me, letting us know that maybe we're also like that. We're living in his orbit and disturbing him sometimes. Gurudev was so unpredictable, and we never knew what was going to happen next, what to expect. And so if you stayed with him enough, you'd just be ready for anything. Ready to be chastised, ready to be embraced, ready to be rejected, ignored. All these things were possible.
Yeah, like you said, more you would get the opportunity to serve him closely, more you will get chastised in a more severe way, but still it will be very affectionate. He might chastise you, and after some time he will become very sweet and try to get you back very affectionately. That was also happening. But like Lalita said, it was for a very close circle of his servitors.
But even for all of us who stayed with him, he would boldly declare that never to discourage anyone, and there's no need to correct my disciples. They know what is right, they know what is wrong, and give some time for self-correction. So mostly for us, we would feel, oh, I'm not correct. You could feel that, you could sense that through his behavior, through his ways of letting us know. And you know inside, oh, I have to change, I have to correct this, and quickly. That's priority. So you feel that feeling of being, the pressure is on, and now is the time. You can't change in the future, at a future date. It's now or never. So it was serious.
What captured you in Srila Gurudev's nature that inspired you to become his disciple?
Actually, from my dream too.
How about some reality?
No,
here?
reality. Because I was, I don't know yet what the devotee doing. I just observe something like that. And I know many years, like more than 5 or 6 years. And that time he was in Bangkok. And then I was dreaming. All the devotee like, hey, they call me Tik that time. Tik, why you don't come devotee? And they say, no, I don't want. Something like that. And then in the dream, I will see the big river, so like big current, like cannot cross. And then I see Gurudev opposite and all devotees another side. And then they call me like, come. And they say, oh, I cannot go, it's too big river and then too much currency. I cannot go, I want to be here. And then all the devotees say like, try, come, call me. And then I say, oh no, I'm gonna date, something like that. He will cross the river. And just the moment I see the lion or like unicorn, but Gurudev was sitting on that.
A mystical creature.
Yeah, something like that. And he was like fly, cross the river. And then he said, come with me. I take you like cross the river. And in the dream, I was like, oh, cool, with the unicorn and something. And then I jumped, and he bring me across the river. And the next day after I wake up, I really feel like, oh, he really come here just to take me to be the devotee. And then I just tell Paramananda, okay, I want to initiation today. That was like capture.
And when I told him that in the morning, immediately he said, very inspiringly, he said, I was waiting for her to come. And I said, okay, Gurudev, so when shall you give her initiation? When shall we prepare everything? He said, immediately. I've been waiting for too long, he said. And immediately it was prepared.